Hello and welcome to another thrilling episode of Lumberjack Barbecue, where today we're going to make Golabki. My grandparents were from Ukraine, and this was one of the special treats that they made. My grandmother made quite a bit, and what it is basically a filled cabbage. That's what it is, but they call it Golabki. So we're going to need 2 medium onions. We're going to need 2 heads of cabbage. These are probably like medium to large. This one's a little bit larger. A cup of white rice, a little scooper for getting the right amount of mixture into the filled cabbage, 2 6-ounce cans of tomato paste, black pepper to taste, paprika, salt, and some 4 teaspoons of parsley. And so we're going to get started with this. We'll get the cabbage in some boiling water, and then we'll work on sauteing our onions, and we'll bring you back and show you what's going on. Stick around. So we took the 2 medium onions and we diced them up, and they're relatively fine, and we're going to saute them in there. Looks like I got a skin in there. Oh well, that'll be tasty. And we got our parsley finely chopped, and our cabbages, we're going to go for about 20 minutes, and then we should be able to start pulling some of these leaves off. You might have to put them back, the cabbage back into the water, and work on the rest of it. But that's what's happened. That's what's going on. The unfortunate thing is that I never cut the core out. Okay, I made a mistake. I forgot to cut the core out. But I have these heat-resistant gloves, which work great. The last time I did Golabki, I didn't have these. And sometimes when you make a mistake, you find out something really neat. You might want to put these in the boiling water for a little bit, because these came out good. This was from the first one. We're going to show you the second one. We're just going to cut around the core here. Going in probably about 2 to 3 inches. And this will help the leaves to fall off the head of cabbage a little bit better. So there's that. Now we still have a little bit of it down in there, so I'm just going to go around that. And try to take that out, and then we should be good. Then we'll put it back in the water. Alright, welcome back. So we got this head of cabbage done. It took about 20-25 minutes. It actually went really fast compared to the last time. Maybe because I made them twice now. So we got our bigger leaves over here, and we have our smaller ones in here, and I took the liberty of lining the bottom with some of the smaller ones. These I'm going to lay on top of the Golabkis when we're done, and we're pouring our sauce over and whatnot. So we'll put those aside, and then we'll show you what's going on here. Now I already did cut one. There we go, that one's ready. And there's going to be, of course, bigger ones and smaller ones. The really small ones I put in there. So what I've seen done, and I'll follow with it, is to cut right along this stalk here and just cut that out. And then go like this, cut a little triangle, and boom. So to me, I don't know why I would have to cut that. That's going to work out perfectly. There we are. And you just keep on going until you get done. Now that's a little smaller one right there. Now of course, if this thing goes up into here, maybe that's why he's doing that. This is I'll put his name in the description box, or his channel. That might be why he's doing that, to get some of that out of there. And these smaller ones seem like they're going to have a little bit more of that. Welcome back. The next step after we get our cabbage done is for us to work on our rice. That's part of our meat mixture. So I have 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of boiling water, and we're going to pour that in there and then stir. And what we'll want to do is go about 8 minutes instead of the recommended 14, because the rice is going to cook inside of the Golabki. So I got 11:18. We'll bring it back about 11:26. No, you can't have any. Okay, our rice is ready. It's 11:26. 8 minutes, and then we're going to drain our rice. I was hoping to get some water out of that so I could use that for the sauce, but apparently I am not getting water out of that. And we'll use a spatula to get it all. And that'll end up cooling for a little bit. I don't want to put it on top in the meat. super hot. I don't mind it being a little bit warm. Hello. We're ready to make our meat mixture now. Forgot to mention to you, rinse off your rice with cold water and it's ready to go. So there's our 1 cup of rice going in. Now we start with some assorted spices. I'm not really sure exactly how much. I don't like a ton of salt, but and I think what we might do, I saw one guy do this, I guess that's a teaspoon, is once I have it mixed up, I'll make myself a little patty and see if I need anything else. So 2 teaspoons, we'll try that. And some paprika. Oh, I hate when this thing's on here. Ooh, that came off easy. That's a lot of salt. Oh no, I guess that's a teaspoon and a half. We'll leave it right there. Let's see. Hopefully I put that cap back on. No, it didn't. We'll fix that later on. And then some black pepper. And I suppose that'll be good. We can't forget about our onions, our sauteed onions. And last but not least is the parsley. So the guy said 4 tablespoons. I don't know, 2, 3, 4 maybe. And I'm going to use this in the tomato sauce. And this is really something that I'm thinking, if you're coming to a channel like this, you already know you don't want to squeeze and squinch. You just want to kind of combine. And that'll be that. So I tried did a couple test runs. I had a couple of these leaves that weren't exactly perfect, and they ended up working out anyway. They're wrapped up nice. My grandmother used to make halupkis that were twice the size. This Christmas Eve party that we're going to have these for is more or less, it's not necessarily serving a dinner per se. It's just something to eat. Everybody gathers, have a couple beverages. See family I haven't seen in a while, like my mother's coming up from Florida, so is my sister. And everybody has to wrap gifts Christmas Eve, so pretty much we'll send them home after that. But this will be something nice and relatively light. Hey, if you didn't want a real big one, now you got a small one you can have, and you won't feel so like you're indulging too much. But it is Christmas, so you should be indulging. So I got, the gentleman I watched, which he'll be down in the description, got an ice cream scooper. He said it was 2 ounces. I don't know if this is. It looks about the size that he got. And we'll just place it right there. And we're just going to fold that over there. There's the root or the stem. Sides in. Sides. Roll it. And ba-boom. You can use toothpicks if you want, but this seems to work good. And we'll show you another one. There's the stem up there. I got this nice little pocket that's forming here. Some of them I see that they cut it out here. They cut the V in. I like to cut the stem part out. Just seems to be better than cutting this end, because this end makes a nice little pocket. There we go. Fold them over, fold them over. And looky there. So I got a pan to fill. I put some of the smaller leaves of cabbage in the bottom. I think that's supposed to keep it from burning the others. And we'll bring it back when we're making some sauce to pour on top of these. Hello and welcome back. There they are. About 30 of them, maybe a little more than 30. And I had a couple ones that I had to wrap maybe 2 around or something like that, because I ran out of leaves. I just had like 2 or 3 leaves too many compared to, I'm sorry, 2 or 3 leaves too little compared to the meat. Alright, here we are making the sauce. Basically 2 cans of tomato paste, and we're going to put it in some water and mix it around. I have some more water set aside just in case it's not to my liking. And that's what's going on. Maybe what I'll do now is get a little handy dandy whisk here. Oh man, that's chunky style. I don't want to go through it. There we go. That's working a little better. That might be just a little too thick. So, in saying that, I'm going to grab my parsley and try to maneuver that into there. 1 tablespoon or teaspoon or whatever that was, and 2. How's that? And the counter's all a mess. And the rest of it, shake it off in there, and then that's good. We'll mix that in a little bit. Yeah, definitely got to put some more water in. I made a mistake and put the tomato paste in the pan with all that water. Oops, I had to fish it out. Almost working better now. And that's still a little thick. So I'm going to put a little more in. I think the reason why you make it a little waterier is because when you put it in the oven for an hour and a half to 2 hours at 350, I think what happens is that liquid helps to keep it from burning. I think that's probably why you want it runny your sauce. That makes sense. That's looking a little bit better. Just a little bit more. Might as well fill it up. Now, in saying all this, I'm not actually cooking these, baking these, whatever, until Sunday night. Today's Saturday. And then once I get done with them Sunday night, then they're going to go in a crock pot so I can warm them the next day. It always seems like when you make a halupki, they're better the next day or even the second day after. So that's what I'm after. And that looks like about right. I'm liking that. Okay, so just pour over top, try to get it everywhere except on the wall. Alright, we're going to reserve some for our cabbage leaves on the top. That one the cat can have. And we are nearing the end. This will go in the refrigerator until Sunday night. A little more over top of that. And this is going to be good. I hope they're just like my grandmother's, because those were the best. Alright folks, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll bring you back tomorrow when we cook them. We'll let you take a look at them. We'll do a little taste test, and then we'll be ready for Christmas Eve. Thank you very much for sticking around, and we're going to find out from my father-in-law what he thinks of the halupki. He is not Polish nor Ukrainian. He, however, is Scotch-Irish.
And Italian.
What do you think, Pop?
You didn't want to mention that. Tell you what, I've been waiting now for over an hour to get to taste this.
An hour?
At least.
Well, we're waiting for some of the other latecomers.
Just take a look at this.
Would you look at that?
Take a look at that.
Bassmaster.
It is delicious.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he wouldn't lie, because if he don't like something, he'll tell you. All right, thank you very much, Pop. I appreciate it. Everybody else out there, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Merry Christmas. Na zdrowie!